Okay, I'd like to call the Monday, July 14th, 2025 regular council meeting to order. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard. Here. Teeman. Here. Payton. Edgecombe. Here. Sapienza. Here. Osadnik. Here. Lukosius. Here. Marino.
Here.
Mayor Kolowski.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start with public comment in-house. Anybody have any public comment in-house? Public comment online tonight, sir? Nothing yet. We have a presentation tonight. I would defer to Chief Raymond.
She's going to get mad because she can't see me. Hello. This past month in June, the Illinois Juvenile Officers Association held their annual conference and awards ceremony. The Juvenile Officer of the Year award was presented to individuals who made significant contributions and dedicated service to juveniles within their agencies, local community, and to the law enforcement profession within the recent year. Officer Brian Zebron of the Peru Police Department received this prestigious award as he embodies all that it encompasses. Brian has dedicated his time and efforts to all of the juveniles in school, providing exemplary service to them, and has made significant contributions to the juveniles and the school alike. He has implemented programs within the daily school day, including drug education, bullying, and social and emotional learning. Brian also introduced, undoubtedly, Peru's most famous dog, Haven. Not only did he design and implement the program and train Haven, but he also knew that simply having a dog by his side with the juveniles in the school would facilitate trust and, above all, conversation with a police officer. Most of the juveniles in the school have had negative police interactions. Through Brian's hard work, dedication, and the program implementation, he's opened the door and bridged the gap between police and juvenile, creating a stable, emotionally supportive, open, and trusting environment for these juveniles to take part. Recently, a poll was sent to students about what their favorite part of school was. The top two answers were Haven, of course, and Officer Zebby's office. To me, this speaks volumes about Brian's character, his passion, his values, and his overall pride that he carries with him every day into situations that are not always favorable. Every day, Brian encounters juveniles that have social and emotional distress, chaos in their homes, self-esteem and self-worth battles, and life stressors that most of us don't have to handle, as well as many other behavioral clashes. I'm almost done. Every day, Brian goes into the school to handle these issues with open arms because he truly and sincerely cares about each one of these juveniles, and more importantly, he believes in the mission of the Peru Police Department, commitment to excellence. Simply hosting a cookout for students, implementing a reward system for good work with Haven time being the reward, talking to students daily in his office where they feel safe and having an adult to talk to that they can trust, taking them out on a pontoon boat for a lesson on the river, bringing them to the police station to better understand what officers do each day, and having them shop and wrap gifts for the younger students at Christmas are just a few of the things Brian has done in his short time as a school resource officer. His commitment to juveniles and community goes above and beyond the call of duty. He is respected by all and clearly demonstrates what this award entails and was created for, and I could not be more proud of him and his accomplishments. Congratulations, Brian. And then if we have a few minutes, we started the Juvenile Police Academy today. So Brian's just going to talk a little bit about that.
Hi, just a real quick update. So this juvenile police, or I'm sorry, it's actually junior police academy that we started. It was, I didn't know what to expect going into this. Today was our first day. And I got to say, like, so we had 30 kids sign up. That's as many seats as we can fit in the training room. That's a lot of kids that are interested in this kind of stuff, in police work in general. We're doing, one of the issues we've had over the years is that we don't get enough applicants for police jobs. Various factors, but I mean, from everything from news media to just some bad, public relations, whatever you want to call it. So we're really trying to change it. Not that we ever had an issue here in Peru. In Peru, it's always been great. Oh, thank you. Just right in the front, a little afraid of dogs, so just not by the. Anyway, we implemented this program. Today was the first day. It's going phenomenal. I already got texts and emails from people saying, from the parents of the students that are in this class, incredibly, like they can't wait to come tomorrow. They're just truly excited about it. And I'm happy that Peru started something like this. There's not one in the area that I'm aware of. When I started looking like outside agencies, you have to go quite a ways away to find someone who does something like this for the kids. And I just think it's important. One thing, like for instance, when I was a kid, it was actually here in Peru, but when I was a kid, my dad took me to a fishing show, fishing sportsman show when it was at West Clocks. And I remember I met a game warden down there. And after talking to that game warden when I was probably the age of these kids, like, sixth, maybe seventh grade, I don't know. I decided that that's what I wanted to do in life. Like I talked to him, he inspired me. We got, I basically understood that, hey, this is a job I wanted. So I went to college for that. That was my first job when I started everything. I mean, obviously now I'm here at this point, but I think it's important for us as adults to really look at the kids and see what they're, get them pointed in the right direction. Not everybody's going to be a police officer, going to be a city councilman, or going to be whatever, but just to kind of help these kids to see what's out there, what kind of opportunities are out there. And not only police, obviously, so Friday I have a crossover day where it's going to be it's going to be the ambulance and the fire department coming to talk to the kids and show them what they do. So I'm just really excited about it. Glad I got the opportunity. The chief kind of thought of this idea and we just kept pushing with it. And so far it's been phenomenal. And other people, I actually had another agency already reach out to me to say, hey, how's things going? And they're looking to do it maybe in their city as well. So I just think it's a great program we're doing and it's helping a lot of the kids in our area. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Officer Zebron, thank you and Chief Raymond for coming up with this. I was actually an explorer back probably 30 years ago, back when Officer Creedy did it. And I know I had a lot of fun doing it. I imagine these kids are going to also. It sounds like it's going to be a great program. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I think that's it for presentations tonight. We'll move on to minutes, financial reports, activity reports. Can I get a motion to put the regular meeting minutes from June 30th, 2025, city clerk's report of cash received for May of 2025, police department monthly report for June of 2025?
So moved.
I'll second.
All those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. To committee reports, finance, Alderman Teeman.
Alderman Teeman, you want to take the disbursements, please?
Your Honor, I have the disbursements for July 16th, 2025 in the amount of $4,488,577.47. I'd like to make a motion that we pay the bills in the normal fashion.
I'll second it.
Tracy, you want to tip on this and explain a couple of the high ones on here? It's unusually high this month.
Well, it does include the large power purchase of 1.7 million. It also includes a purchase for the transformer that is going to go at the Water Street substation location, which was another million, of which we took from our substation reserves for that one.
Thank you. We have first and second. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Alderman Baylor?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve a donation to Central Region Senior Baseball Tournament for $5,000 which is consistent with past 3 years and 2,500 in pre-COVID.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza,
Aye.
Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried. Tracy, can we get that check to Adam? And Adam, you can run it over there tomorrow. Thank you.
And I'd like to make a motion to approve a donation to Cops for Cancer of $500, which is consistent annually since 2005, it looks like, with the exception of 2021 when the city golf outing went to it and we gave them $12,371.10.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza,
Aye.
Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Moreno.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Tracy, you said you didn't have anything else? Nothing else for finance.
Public Services, Alderman Edgecombe.
Chief Raymond, did you have anything this evening? Chief King?
I have nothing.
Adam?
Just really quick, our last Music Under the Oaks got rained out, so that's scheduled now for September 19th. We have one this Saturday, we have one Friday, this coming Friday coming up. Samurai Necktie from 6 to 9. That's all I have right now.
Thank you. That's it for public services this evening.
Public Works Committee, Alderman Lukosius.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alderman Ballard.
I can make a motion to approve a proposal from Midwest Environmental Consultant Services in the amount of $7,341.50 for asbestos abatement at 1410 8th Street.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza, Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the execution of a proposal from Chamlin and Associates for the Slough Bridge inspection.
I'll second that.
Eric, can you give a little bit on this, please?
Sure, it's our now annual bridge inspection that's required by the Department of Transportation for the Slough Bridge. Once the inspection's complete, we'll submit those findings to the Department of Transportation and await their rating of the bridge. The bridge rating may stay the same, it may be reduced.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza,
Aye.
Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to award the airport parking lot expansion paving to Universal Asphalt in the amount of $190,513.25.
Once again, Eric, can you brief us on this one?
Yeah, this is a part of our development agreement with Marquis Aviation. As part of the overall agreement, they had moved the city's hangar to a new location in order to expand on their existing hangar. There were other portions of this agreement, one being the expansion of the parking lot to the north. The city is only responsible for one half the asphalt pavement as part of that improvement, so we'll be responsible for one half of this amount.
Thank you, Eric. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza, Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the city engineer to seek bids for the Baker Lake Trail. I'll second that.
Once again, Eric, brief us, please.
This project that the city's looking at to improve the Baker Lake Trail. The existing trail is in disrepair in some locations. We're going to be reconstructing the trail to match the other recently constructed concrete rec trails or shared use passes throughout the city. The trail may potentially be widened to 10 feet from its existing 8 feet. That's to be determined. We'll also be adding 2 new sidewalk or trail links from the new parking lot just north of Lighted Way to the existing parking lot to the north on the east side, and then a new trail section from the west side parking lot to the playground and shelter, and then also connecting to the existing trail.
Eric, we do this probably, hopefully in the fall. that I would say we'll probably have to close off parts of the park, things like that. We'll address that when we get closer, obviously.
Yeah, when, it potentially could start yet this summer. We certainly will put out notices, as to what sections of the trail might be closed off, during construction.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to discuss and approve the inspection and treatment of wood poles with Osmos Utility Services Company for a price not to exceed $50,000.
I'll second that.
Kevin, can you explain this a little bit?
Yep, this is part of the ongoing utility pole management program that we have. In terms of what they will do is go out and inspect each of the wood poles. They'll do some borings around the poles, check for insect damage such as ants, termites, other things of that nature, as well as inspect the poles for woodpecker holes, other types of damage like that. They'll geolocate all the poles and guy wires and look for any other deficiencies in the structures. And then they'll also treat the poles in terms of fumigating the wood to help get rid of insect damage. Plus, they'll also then give us a list of poles that are critical to be changed. And that's, really what we've been working on pretty aggressively is trying to get those, the bad poles changed out. And it seems like a fair amount of money. We're doing just the high voltage system that we have right now. This is to test about 320 poles. And part of it is there may be some delays because this is to test the entire hydro line. So we have about 9 miles of poles to test. And a good chunk of those poles all reside along the railroad right of way. So a lot of times we have to go through special precautions that slows the entire process down, because we have to get permits from the railroad, and there's sometimes stoppages waiting for them to show up and be safety observers and things like that.
Okay. How many poles do we have in the city?
I don't have a total inventory yet. I will have one soon.
This is
once
the
we
first
finish
time
the
you haven't been
mapping.
able to answer a question.
Yeah, sorry. It's a good question.
Thanks, Kevin.
I'll be ready next meeting.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to discuss and approve an annual dielectric testing of vehicles, equipment, and tools with Irby Utilities for $12,891.75. Kevin?
This is to satisfy an OSHA requirement we have for energized line work, where every year we have to get each one of our vehicles tested up to 69,000 volts, as well as all the tools and protective guards and everything else we have. There's literally hundreds of pieces that they're going to test throughout this process. They usually they'll park a trailer by our shop, and they're there usually about 3 days with a crew of about 4 to 5 people, doing nothing but testing and cleaning and waxing and everything else that they have to do with all this equipment.
I'll second that motion.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
That it?
That's,
Anything else on public services?
Jeff, do you have anything?
No, I do not have
Kevin?
Just to let everybody know, we've had 2 units running at the hydro now for a little over a week. And tomorrow we're meeting with a contractor that's coming to help us do some more vibration analysis on unit 2. Hopefully within 3 weeks or so, we'll have that unit running as well. Then we can just focus in on the unit that has mechanically failed to get it running.
Very good. Thank you. Eric, you have anything? Stephen?
Nothing tonight. Thank you.
That's all for Public Works.
We'll move on to report of city ordinances and resolutions.
Yes, Your Honor, we have the minutes of the July 2nd, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission hearing on the petition of Elizabeth Watson concerning property located at 2623 Market Street in Peru.
I'll make a motion. We accept those minutes as written and read.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have an ordinance granting variances as sought by the petition of Elizabeth Watson concerning property located at 2623 Market Street in the city of Peru.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard. Teeman. Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have the minutes of the July 2nd, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission hearing on the petition of Tom Etzenbach as trustee of the Geraldine H. Etzenbach Trust concerning property located at 1815 Calhoun Street in Peru.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have the minutes of the July 9th, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission continued hearing on the petition of Illinois Valley Food Pantry and Illinois Not-for-Profit Corporation concerning property located at 4133 Progress Boulevard in Peru.
I'll make a motion to accept those minutes, place them on file.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have an ordinance declaring certain police vehicles as surplus property and authorizing the sale thereof to Shimmer Ford of Peru for service maintenance credit or others.
I have a question on this. Sarah, have we gotten any other interest from people on these cars if we put it out for proposals or anything on bids?
So we generally will ask surrounding areas, smaller police departments, if they need an older vehicle, because they are police vehicles. We don't have the seats for them anymore, so we can't restore them to their original form of what they were. So they all have, all of that plastic seat in the back we take out and we keep for the next one. So they aren't really resaleable per se for anything more than Shimmer's giving us.
Okay, thank you.
How many cars are we getting rid of?
I think there's 6. Was there
I thought there were 7 on that
7?
list, but
7? Yeah.
Does the equipment go with it?
No, we keep the equipment.
And how much we getting?
They each are a different amount, but we're getting service credits for them. So
Oh,
we're getting service credits for them. So
okay.
Shimmer's taking them off our hands pretty much and giving us a certain amount for each one. And then we're turning that into service credits because we get so much service.
the total
there
was 8,100, right, for all 7?
for all 7.
$8,100 for 7 cars? So that seems low to me. I don't know.
You can't resell them.
Right.
I mean, you can't resell a car without a back seat or, all of those things. We usually, if we didn't have so many at once, you could try to sell them to other police departments, but other police departments don't even need them now. We have one K-9 vehicle we're keeping to try to sell to someone who might want a K-9 setup, but other than that, they're not really worth all that much.
Chief, if, just out of curiosity, I mean, they're obviously stripped out. What other options, if these guys determined they wanted to try to get more money for it? I mean, what other options, where would you even go that route?
I have no idea. I can't answer that. You're not going to get much for them. So this is really, you're getting what you should get for them. I mean, Shimmer's is doing a pretty nice thing for us to do the service credit part. Because we do a lot. I mean, everything we do is there. I'm not sure how much more we would get. I don't know that it's worth all of the energy and time it would take to do that, to be honest with you.
I don't know if we do better with an auction, Jeff, or it's hard to say. Anybody else got any more questions?
I'll make the motion.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have an ordinance authorizing the acceptance of a public utility easement from SF Farms LLC, Meridian Dalzell Road and Shooting Park Road, Peru PIN 1718108000.
I'll make a motion that we accept this ordinance as written and read.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik. Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have an ordinance amending the City of Peru's General Fund Emergency Reserve Policy.
I'll make a motion, we accept this ordinance as written and read.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, we have an ordinance amending the City of Peru's Utility Fund Emergency Reserve Policy.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Lastly, Your Honor, we have a resolution authorizing public hearing regarding proposal for exchange of real estate pursuant to 65 ILCS 5/11/76
I'll make a motion, we put this resolution as written, or, yeah, accept this resolution. It's written and read.
Any discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius. Marino.
Aye.
Motion carried.
That's finally it, Your Honor.
Okay. Proclamations tonight, anything? Unfinished business. Anybody have anything before I go? Anyone? Okay. I did try to communicate with you guys through emails and or as best I could. I worked with Eric on this, with the water tower. Everybody should have a copy of this. We had a design made by a advertiser or, a branding person. I think this is, it's up to Eric. Are we going to be able to do 2 or 3 sides? Is that undetermined yet?
It's undetermined until we get the final size of the logo.
Okay. I sent out options on different colors, different ideas. Obviously, the one in the blue, that's from another town, and I think that's the way to go because I think the lighting is what's going to stand that out better than anything else. So I just wanted to relay this to all the aldermen and open the discussion up.
Mr. Mayor, respectfully, I just want to let you know, I'm at a point with this water tower. You could paint whatever you want on it again, but I'm letting you know I'm not voting again. You've made it clear that a vote means nothing to you. That if you want something different, you're just going to say, we're not doing that. So as far as I'm concerned, pick whatever you want. Get it done so the guy can get it done, and let's move on. Because I don't see any reason to waste any more time sitting here talking about a water tower.
So what's the consensus then?
Our opinion doesn't matter. We're not gonna die on the hill over a water tower color. Go with the Peru, whatever he wants.
Does anybody else have any suggestions or want to bring this, any ideas? Or did they reach out to anyone to, we had one idea that I don't think sit well with the city of Peru. And I came up with some more with the red, white, and blue theme, and that didn't seem to go over very well either. So now we're at this point here.
Multi-million-dollar advertising platform, and we're gonna write the word Peru on it. Some of the drawings that the lighting in that with the blue stem, like we've discussed already, and the white bowl with the lighting, I think it'll look just fine. So
I agree with Alderman Edgecombe. Let's move forward and get this painted, and let's move on to bigger and better things.
Okay, Eric, keep us informed. Like I said, the one in the middle is, you can see it's kind of, the lines are kind of bend down. That's because of the prototype. But the other ones are just a straight line. And then see if we can get three-sided. Keep us informed, please. Anything else under unfinished business? Anything under new business?
I had a question this evening. Have yourself or the clerk or the city attorney, has anybody looked into the contract with Republic to find out if there is any breach of any kind going on? Does it have language in it about labor stoppages? Are we going to be looking at any type of a refund on people's bills because their recycle and things are not getting picked up? Have we looked into this for our residents at all yet? Do you know, has anybody done that yet for us?
Yes, Alderman, I have read the contract. I'm not a lawyer, but there are provisions in there that give them leeway on that. Much like, in my opinion, what they did on the 4th of July when it's on the city calendar that they're not picking up, and they never have in the past, but then did it because they had drivers available. A lot of people got missed on that. I think that really added to the confusion. I emailed them on Friday asking what they were going to do about recycle, and they basically said that the garbage is a public health and that's all they're going to be collecting right now. I did have someone come through the drive-through today that paid his bill and took $19.75 off because he didn't feel he was getting the service. I told him that's not how it works. It would be up to the council and the attorneys to figure that out, and who knows how long the strike's going to go, so it could be something worse.
One other quick question. I had a Facebook post that was pointed out to me. Mr. Mayor, I'm guessing you saw it because I think that it might have been in reference to something that you had posted, keeping people informed about the pickup days and where they were scheduled. It's not in my ward, but it sounded like somebody on Pearl Street mentioned that they haven't been picked up since the 26th. They also made another comment about they called the number that was given to them. We're not making the residents call if they're getting missed, are they? Are we? Because the clerk's office is always taking care of that for the residents.
There is an 800 number for them to call Republic that we've encouraged them to call also. If you heard on the radio last week, if you called there and pressed 2, it would immediately get dial tone. I got a call from Republic this afternoon, and it is working again, and I did test it out.
Thank you.
I got a call. I called in on that 800 number that I was given, and this was earlier last week. When I called it in, I talked to the girl someplace in the United States, I think, and she wasn't even aware that we were in a strike. So that's how much that means.
That's to answer your questions. I have a copy of the contract on my desk right now. I'm going through it. I'm not a lawyer, but as the clerk said, the same thing. Scotty's not here getting refunds, and that's going to be at a later date. I just had a conversation twice today with John about where we're at and what's going on. I had all this in for my mayor notes, but we'll cover it now. The 800 number is working right now. I suggested that, because it seems like the recycling seems to be the worst situation right now, because it's backed up by about a month. And I asked him, is it okay to just put both cans out and they just both go to the landfill? He said, we could probably do that, but we don't want the public to get upset that that entity is not getting recycled. So he asked us to come up with an idea or tell the public, listen, you can put your recycling out, they'll pick up both at the same time, but it is not going to be recycled. I said, that's what we can bring up at committee level next week. There is some movement. There is a pretty big meeting tomorrow with the union. I believe it's in Boston, and they will be hopefully getting this thing resolved. They worked all weekend. I stayed in touch with them all weekend. I think everybody's caught up except for the recycling. It's something that I've been on top of. Jamie and I We've been constantly calling them. Like I said, I just talked to John from Republic twice today, and we're trying to do the best we can with communications. I know the clerk's office is posting things, and the 800 number is done. So the people are supposed to call in the 800 number before they call us. But if they do call us, that's great. I haven't posted my own personal cell phone number out there for people to call me if I can help them out. LaSalle just offered us to, you want to touch on that a little bit? On the garbage or the yard waste.
I left it on your desk tonight. The mayor had John Duncan call over, and they have opened up their yard waste site for Peru residents. It's out by Rotary Park there. There's directions. It's been on the website, and I see the news of different news organizations have already reported on it. They do have to be in bags, and they do ask for driver's license. But it was something they offered to the citizens of Peru, and I thanked them for it.
So like I said, the recycling situation, we'll wait till committee for next week because there's a good chance this thing could get resolved here in the next couple of days. But ever since, to answer your question, I've been talking to them, working with City Hall, working with the girls in the offices to try to keep everybody informed, and I'm doing everything I possibly can.
I appreciate that, and I know that the residents do also, and I just think as a council, we just need to keep some pressure on them here because, you know, it's easy for them wherever they're sitting at to really not care about the problems that they cause for our residents, but we are right here with them, and we have to deal with it also, so.
We will work out, I said that, we talked about that with John about, you know, a reduction, a credit, things like that. That's something that could get into a legal thing. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. That document's pretty thick. And, but like I said, the main focus right now is we want to get this resolved. We want to get back to normal. And that's the priority, but those things are out of our hands. Anything else under new business, anybody? Well, it looks like we have one petitions and communications. No, we have two.
We have three. The first one, Your Honor, communication from Amber Lebov of Santa's Elves of Illinois Valley requesting permission to hold a back-to-school supply giveaway at Centennial Park from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, July 26th.
Can we get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
One second.
Adam, no problems? This will be the Saturday before the taste. Is that right? Park's pretty empty. Should be in good shape, right, Jeff? Okay. Clerk, call the roll, please. Nope, sorry. Signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried.
Second, Your Honor, we have communication from Colton Ryder of Illinois Valley Outreach requesting permission to hold the 4th annual Praise in the Park event at Centennial Park on Saturday, June 20th, 2026.
That's this Saturday, right?
No, this
that's
is in
a year
June
next
next
year.
year. They just had theirs a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and they
Oh.
want to do it again next year.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. Adam, how long have they been doing this? It's been a couple years, right? Yeah. Oh. So it's been 6? No. Jeez.
I didn't even see that was next year. Jesus. Okay, all those signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried.
Lastly, Your Honor, we have communication from Spirit Halloween requesting temporary signage from July 18th, 2025 to November 4th, 2025 at 1307 38th Street.
Do we, I don't know if this would be an Eric, or if it'll end up being a police question, or if you know, did they put an actual description of what signage they're talking about? Because I know that we have this problem with the flags and all that other stuff all over town. And I don't know that we want flags flying, those flags, banners going from July through November.
I didn't bring the application in with me, I apologize, but I believe it's just the front face facade sign. I will confirm that. That's typically what this one is. They are moving locations this year. But because it is beyond the regulated time frame that we allow, it has to come before the council.
I'll make the motion if we believe it's just that building sign, I'm okay with that.
I,
Any other discussion? Clerk, call the, no. All those signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried.
That is it under petitions and communications, Your Honor.
Okay, I just have a couple quick things for mayor notes tonight. Oh, public comment, anybody? In-house? Public comment online tonight.
Yes, Your Honor. We have Alderman Payton chimed in with congratulations to Officer Zebron.
First of all, there's so many people to thank for our July 3rd celebration. I mean, Jeff and your team, what you guys did to make it look so perfect, and then the day after, cleaning it up, amazing. Kevin with electrical, great job. Adam, of course. Chief Raymond, your team, security was absolutely amazing down there. Great job. The local vendors, food trucks, everybody. The local businesses down there that helped us make this really special. Adam, you got anything I'm missing here? I mean, it was well done.
I'll say thanks to everybody too, electric, police, ambulance, fire, obviously Public Works, setting everything up, couldn't do it without Jeff. They'd struggle to at least, so, everybody, yeah, we're getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a machine down there. And Jeff was a great catch. We didn't have no garbage cans, and Jeff goes, "Hey, has anybody got garbage cans from a public?" I'm like, "Oh boy." Really scared, and then they came through for us, and they got it. It was very nerve-wracking there for the day. And then another thing, Chief Raymond, I forgot, I should have told you, give you a heads up, but boy, your fundraiser you had on Saturday, you want to talk about that now or maybe next week, or what do you want to do? It's just such a great thing, and I just thought you'd like to talk about it.
Yeah, we held our second annual Warriors and Guardians 5K. That means the second year we've done it. And it was pretty successful. We had 82 registrants, and Timecraft Kitchen was down there and did food for us and had music. Schweikert Gannison Krzyzak Rundio sponsored for us, so they did a live remote down there. So it seemed to be, hopefully it's bigger next year, but it seemed to be pretty good.
I thought it was well attended, well organized. Everybody had a good time. Like you said, Chief, it's a great thing you're doing. Keep raising the money. It's much needed, but great event. Jackson.
Yeah, I was just wondering, I didn't want to take up time earlier when Brian was here, but out of how many officers, how many candidates and then the selection, can you just percent, like, was he 1 out of 100, 1 of 50, 1 of 300? How does that work?
So they send the nomination form out to every chief across the state, and then it's up to them to nominate their officer. So I don't know how many officers were nominated, but 3 received an award. And it was a pretty big conference. So.
Cool. Thank you.
I believe that's all I have. We got some things coming up, I know. Pistol Shrimp's still really busy up there. Taste of Illinois Valley's coming up in a couple weeks, right, Adam? It seems like everything's going really, really well. Jeff King, everything's fine. We just had a meeting today. We should be ready for the taste in 2 weeks. It's all good. Any other, I believe that's all we have tonight. No need for closed session. And I need a motion to adjourn. Motion carried, meeting adjourned. Thank you.